Hang on a sec. Things were a little hectic for a bit. My mic setup thing decided to quit on me. Like, it wouldn't activate. Pretty much everything was ready, so I had to set up all my filters at the last minute. Hopefully things sound good, but yeah, if I sound a little yeah, so if I sound different, that's why. So I don't have my usual EQ, I don't have my usual noise gate and everything. Okay, sounds fine? Good, okay. Was a little worried about that. Anywho, hey everybody, it's Chronofahx, your time-traveling kitsune, and welcome to a very special stream, because today I'm going to be doing a quick little Q&A while just kind of casually playing a little game, because today is August 24th, aka my birthday. So yeah, just going to be playing a little bit of Splatoon 3. If you guys have any questions for me about, like, me, my contents, opinions on different things, thank you. Just go ahead and chat about it in the comments. But for now, I'm going to just go ahead and see what kind of maps I'm going to be working with here. Sound great for a 97-year-old. That's how I feel sometimes. Actually, it was really funny. So I stayed up actually relatively late last night. I was editing my shorts, And as the clock ticked past midnight, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm finally 26. And literally, as I stand up, all my knees and every joint of my body started to pop and crack at the same time. I'm like, yep, I'm officially old. So, yeah, that's what I had to deal with. Alright, breaking news off the press. Oh! Yeah, there was a Splatfest this past weekend. I had no idea. Wait until you're past 30. Yeah. Right, there was a Splatfest this past weekend, so I guess I'm going to be getting some conch shells out of this, I guess. I think I chose Palace? I think that was mine. Oh! Oh, dang. Looks like Beach might win this one. 90 votes. Open. Well! What a royal disappointment. Yeah. And don't worry, I'll actually get to the questions in a little bit. I actually did post a little like community thing on my YouTube asking a bunch of questions. I already have a couple laid out. I'm going to be looking at what stages I'm going to be working with. Let's see, Barnacle and Dime and Mahi Mahi Resorts. Okay, so that's what I'm working with today. And also, today's stream is going to be relatively short. Like, I'm maybe going to do an hour, hour and a half at most. Because, yeah, I just kind of wanted this to be a very quick, simple little birthday stream. That's all I wanted. Okay, got 7 Super Sneeze Nails. Okay. And I currently have my crappy shirt on. Let's see, what do I want to wear? What do I want to wear? Yeah, I think I'll go with the FAO1 jacket. And also, I'm just going to be doing Turf Wars just because it's easier and I can concentrate a little bit more on the questions. Because if I did ranked mode, I would not be performing very well. What do I want to work with today? Yeah, I'll go with the heavy splatling. Why not? Okay, so go into the lobby. And let's try to get a few matches going. Okay, so let's get into the questions. So one of the first questions I was asked, and actually 2 different people asked this, though technically worded a little differently, but it's still the general same general ballpark between both. And that was, what made me want to be a content creator and stream and just be a VTuber? And there's kind of 2 different answers to this, because there's one where I wanted to be a content creator, and the other for VTubing. So I think the first thing that I wanted that kind of inspired me to be a content creator in the first place, just in general, I think it boiled down to one very specific creator, and heck, he even helped kind of form a lot of my taste in games. And that is Chugga Conroy, if you're familiar with the good old days of YouTube Let's Plays. Because he had a very distinct style of kind of going through games as vastly detailed as possible, while also having, and also trying to put more effort into the videos, like always trying to find those little background details, learning about hidden details of different games. And honestly, that's kind of what I try to do as well. Not necessarily play every inch of the game. I think the fact that I've only 100%ed like 3 games across the 2 years that I've been a content creator is kind of proof of that. But I always try to have a little bit more fun. Always try to find new ways to play a game and kind of show off more about different games, especially underrated games. Because everybody and their grandma has played Breath of the Wild. Everybody has played Fortnite. But don't see that many people playing stuff like, say, Xenoblade, or not many people have really seen streams of people playing Okami. So I feel like I can really get a lot of good material out of those and really low. Right, the platform lowers. I almost forgot about that. Anyways, so I figure I could get a lot of good material out of that and just kind of in general show people more elements about my favorite games, which tend to be very underrated stuff. And plus, I feel like being a content creator also allows me to really make more friends, because as a kid, I really struggled to make friends, and I wasn't like the most social person in the world. So I feel like this is kind of a good chance for me to really expand my social abilities and really learn how to, you know, make more friends, not just with other content creators, but also just kind of with you guys, with the audience. Like, even though you guys probably don't really know who I am unless you're like personal friends that are just watching as an audience member, but still, it gives me a chance to really connect with different people. So that's another part of it. And as for the VTubing side, I think it was mostly because, well, originally, if I wanted to be a content creator, I was going to be just kind of a faceless streamer or video maker. Again, kind of similar to Chunka Conroy or other creators like Shake Furlow's Productions. But then I discovered VTubing and I realized that if I could at least put a face to my content, then people might be able to recognize me better, and also gives me the audience a chance to really connect with whatever I'm feeling at any given moment beyond just my voice. So that was kind of what pushed everything together. I just wanted to be able to connect with other people, and I felt like VTubing was one of the best ways I could do it. Plus, hey, if I can actually make a career out of just playing games for you guys, I consider that a win in my book. Alright, so yeah, hopefully that's kind of a satisfactory answer, unless you guys kind of want to ask me more about different details about different things. Though, I guess I could talk about some of my big inspirations for VTubers, like who I looked up to and who I kind of took as reference for different things. Would you continue playing indie Steam games? Yeah, I actually had thought about playing kind of more indie games. Like, I've actually thought about potentially playing like Hollow Knight, even though, yeah, it's a little overdone. I still feel like I would be able to probably find some good material out of it. But yeah, I have thought about doing indie games. But for right now, I'm just kind of focusing on games that I just personally really, really like and really get into. So the streaming indie games might have to wait just a smidge, but that is something that I intend to do. Guys, why don't you ink the base? Literally, inking the base is one of the best things you could do during Turf Wars. Alright, so in terms of like different VTubers that have inspired me, like specifically on the VTuber side of things, initially it was streamers like AOmaterial or Leon Lee. I guess she's now mostly known as AOmaterial at this point, as well as I think Chibidoki was another really big inspiration for kind of layouts, more of my goofier sides to things. But right now, probably my favorite VTuber, and the one that probably pushes, that I've tried to kind of emulate their style the most, at least when it comes to personality and kind of how I organize my streams and everything, probably Yomi Quinley at this point. Alright, so favorite game, and also this kind of ties into another question that was actually asked in the YouTube community thing. My favorite video game of all time, hands down, is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Because not only is it just a great game with really great like dungeons, all sorts of fun mechanics with the transformation masks and everything, but also it's kind of one of those games that means a lot to me personally. Like, being able to just connect with the different NPCs, because they are stuck on a very strict schedule, so you kind of get to know these people a lot more, which makes you feel all the more sympathetic and makes you want to really save them from the moon. But also, I just really connected with Skull Kid's story. Like, I really liked the whole backstory that they gave with him and how he was just this lonely kid that only acted out of anger and loneliness, making him kind of a tragic villain, and while still keeping him and the fact that the Majora's Mask was the one that was influencing him also still gives you a little bit of wiggle room to say that, yeah, it was probably the mask that was doing all the really evils thing, but the main conflict with him, you know, causing all sorts of mischief and trouble, that's still there, and you can still kind of relate to that. Alright, plus, I also give credit to Majora's Mask for not just being another Ocarina of Time duplicate, even though it does run on a lot of the same, use a lot of the same textures and a lot of the same, like, character models and all that stuff. It still feels very, very different from other Zelda games. Which, in my opinion, makes it stand out a lot more and makes it a lot more unique. Right. Yeah, I'll keep going. Hey, are you gonna jump with me? Oh, yep, there we go. I got one. This is actually one of my favorite things to do in Splatoon, is just screw around. Yay, get more people to kind of dance around. This is unironically what I love doing in Splatoon. And you can only do this in 3, by the way. I love it. Okay, so kind of moving on to the next question, and I said that one of the things that one of the suggestions people can ask me about was, like, my thoughts on movies, games, anime, all that kind of stuff, and somebody just kind of asked what kind of animes I like watching and what I kind of get into. And that one is actually kind of an interesting answer, because when you look at a lot of my favorite anime, you'd think that I'd be a very big shonen fan. Like, I'd be a fan of a lot of more action-oriented animes, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Mob Psycho 100, and Cowboy Bebop. But even though those are still among my favorites, lately I've been watching more and more romance anime, strangely enough. Like, I've been getting more and more into rewatching stuff like Horimiya and let's see, what's another one that I've been rewatching recently? What's another one that I've been rewatching lately? It's been a while since I've been really watching a lot of shows lately. It's more been movie marathons for me lately, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been getting more and more into. Do you prefer dub or sub? It depends on the anime, though nowadays I have been watching more and more dubs. Because not only are the quality of dubs actually getting better and better, though there are some times where it doesn't really quite work, particularly with the script and trying to force in, you know, more American stuff into what's obviously a Japanese thing. But I still watch a lot of dubs. Plus, sometimes those really bad dubs can result in hilarious stuff. I mean, look no further than the freaking Ghost Stories dub for that. Let's see. Doing Mahi Mahi Resort again. Can't they just switch up the map a little bit for me, please? I feel like I've been doing a lot of Mahi Mahi Resort. I kind of want to play the other map. Let's see. So yeah, I kind of watch a lot of different types of anime, but yeah, I think romance is probably the thing I've been into the most lately. Though I have, but then again, I've also just built up a giant watch list at this point that's filled with a bunch of different things that I just haven't gotten around or just been ignoring a lot of my watch list stuff lately. Like, I still haven't gotten around to watching Freerin or Apothecary Diaries, even though I really, really want to, because those seem like really great shows. Favorite anime? It depends on the answer. It depends on the second wording I would add, which is anime movie or anime show. In terms of show, it is probably Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, yeah, I know there's a lot of, like, toxicity around it, especially with them trying to always shove that anime into #1 slot on my anime list. But it's still a really good show. Like, it's still a really good story. It's still really good characters and animation. And even after all these years of kind of watching other action anime that may have better animation and action, I still really get into it with its characters, ideas, and all that good stuff. And in terms of movie, my favorite anime movie, as well as just my straight-up favorite movie of all time, is definitely Spirited Away. Like, I've always said that the best way I could describe Spirited Away is that it's basically the imagination of a brilliant child brought to life by brilliant adults. Like, there's so much creativity, so many fun details with the world building that it feels like something straight out of the brain of a little kid. But at the same time, it also has really smart writing that has a lot of good ideas and themes, all while also having a good amount of patience, as well as just really great atmosphere. I mean, look no further than the scene with Chihiro and No-Face riding the train. Like, that scene has no dialogue, but you feel every moment. You feel every emotion during that moment. And it also really nails that feeling of just kind of sitting and traveling somewhere, like, kind of looking out the window and you almost feel like you're in a hypnotic state as you're just kind of watching the world go by. Like, that scene nails that moment, that feeling so well, and I love it. Oh, dang, there were like 3 people there. Yeah, very clearly lost that one. But then again, that's just her force in a nutshell. All right. Let's see. What was another one? See, another question I was asked was games that I tend to favor. Like, what are my favorite kind of genres that I typically look at? And I think it's kind of obvious when you look at a lot of my content that nowadays I definitely have a leaning more towards JRPGs or just general RPGs. Because for me, I just kind of like it being in the different worlds, and I like figuring out different, like, battle mechanics and seeing how they differentiate from each other. Like, even the most basic turn-based RPGs, they can be changed up at times depending on the franchise. Like, Paper Mario is technically a turn-based RPG, and yet it plays very, very differently from, say, Final Fantasy. And then, nobody really asked this, but I figure I might as well mention this because I feel like people are probably going to ask this. Games that I typically don't really play that much, even though it's ironic saying this, even though I'm literally playing one. I usually don't really play online multiplayer games, typically, especially shooters. Like, Splatoon is an exception. I feel like everybody has those couple of exceptions to genres they don't like very much. And for me, the reason why I kind of like Splatoon is just because it plays very differently from other shooters, as well as the fact that it doesn't have a toxic community like like 90% of other shooters do. But yeah, for me, I just don't really get into shooters because I kind of suck at them. Like, I always have bad reaction times to everything that people throw at me when it comes to shooters. And also, I don't really gel well with a lot of the, like, fan communities and all that kind of stuff. Not to say that I haven't played regular shooters like Halo. Like, I've actually done local Halo Reach with friends before, and also played zombies. I also like playing zombie mode in Call of Duty Black Ops. But that's about the extent of how much I like shooters. Man, I am sucking today with the heavy splat thing. I think I should switch up weapons after this. Then again, this is more of a combat-oriented weapon, and I am playing Turf Wars, which requires more mobility-based weapons anyway, so... shoot things up. Okay. Right along. Oh, dang. I had somebody following me right behind me. See, shoot up that and... oh, that's why we're getting so many booyah bombs. It's because one of them is an arrow spray MG. Alright, switch over... oh, shoot! Octoshop replica. Okay, so it's somebody with a, is that a DLC thing? Because I know that some of the story mode stuff in Splatoon actually does give you equipment and different weapons by clearing different things in the story mode. Okay, throw Sprinkler for last minute points. And there we go. Okay, I think that one's our victory. Yep. Alright, I guess moving on to another question that was asked. And that is just kind of movies that I generally like watching. And for me, I actually really like fantasy books and stories. My third favorite movie of all time is actually Lord of the Rings Return of the King, specifically the extended editions. I actually like binging those, even though it takes like 12 hours to do so. What do I want to do? What do I want to do instead? I haven't used an end zap in a while. Let's go with that. Extended editions are better than everything else. Exactly, yes. Alright, suction bombs. And then I think my special is like the drink station thing that gives power-ups. Yeah. Thank you for the hit bats. Birthday hit bats. I actually read it as head pads, but yeah, now I look at it, it did right. Heat pads. Heat pads. Just slapping me with fire. Actually, adding a redeem where you just set my head on fire would be kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Something to add later. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it's just kind of waiting on the match to start. This usually takes a bit. Oh, there we go, finally. Barnacle and Dime. Okay, finally a different stage. All right, let's see how many... Not that many interesting background jokes. I actually started replaying Splatoon recently, so... And one of the stages is like... has like a theater around it, like a Broadway-style theater. And some of the posters in the background actually have mock-ups of different Broadway shows like Phantom of the Opera, Lion King, and Wicked. Just had to say something to get that match to pop. So I was hoping to find more background jokes like that in this stage. Alright. Oh. Ah, take it. Yeah, dualies. Yeah, that makes sense. Dualies are really dang good for combat stuff. While also being good at turfing. Alright, swim around a little bit, and here we go. Okay, lure out with the... Hey, nice! My suction bomb actually worked there. It's kind of swim around. Okay, I think I'm at a point where I can kind of advance, especially if I take this and get a little bit of a swim speed up thing. Ah, dang it. Too bad the N-Zap is not the fastest killer out there. Yeah, a little bit of inking there, and oh, better cover up that green. All right, let's push forward. Okay, there we go. Okay, a little bit of an assist there, even though that other person did sadly get splatted. Gotta take out that ink brush. No, I ran out of ink. Dang it. An ink brush nouveau. Oh, we had a wipeout. We might... This has to be an OCD's nightmare. Probably, yeah. Okay. Hey. Can't cover all the green! But then again, this also might be a fun game for OCD people being like, okay, I can cover this much ink. Oh, you're coming for me? Nope. Shoot you down and then continue the ink up. Especially with like rollers. I feel like rollers would be, I feel like OCD people would have a lot of fun with rollers. Because you're just walking around while inking everything. Okay, performance, I guess. Okay, don't think I'm quite as good with the N-Zap, so I think I'm gonna switch to something else instead. I like the .52 gal. Basically, two shots anything, though it has kind of a wide range, but still. Plus, Curling Bomb allows for more mobility, and I like the special on it. Okay, nice 180 damage out of that. Okay, kind of got a nice feel for everything now. It's actually good to practice with a weapon. I kind of like having this matching screen that allows you to kind of practice with a weapon a little bit before a match can start. Again, guys, ink up the home base. That's how you get good points early on, as well as allow for early mobility in case one of you dies. Like that end zap that just died. Too bad Inklings and Octolings don't like water. And okay. Back into the main part. Swim over this way and... wait, what? Octopi can't swim. Yeah, it's weird. Because lore-wise, yes, they all kind of evolved from aquatic life. In fact, if you actually look at the lore behind Splatoon, you actually realize this is an apocalyptic future game. Like, it takes place after humanity basically died off and sea life basically took over. But yeah, it is really funny the beings that evolved from sea life can't swim and actually dissolve in water. And by the way, the whole apocalypse thing, it's not just like theory crafting. No, that is actually physically said in the games. Like, you actually look at a lot of the background stuff, like sunken scrolls and all that. It is actually legitimate. That is legitimately fact in this world. Okay, put up a screen because I'm pretty sure there's an enemy nearby, so I need to put up a screen. Kind of play around. Hey, about a minute left, which means now a match actually matters. Because yeah, one of my minor gripes when it comes to turf wars in Splatoon is that the first like minute and a half don't matter in the slightest. It's only most matches are determined in the last like 30 seconds or so, because that's when everything can be turned around in the match. Like, I've had matches where the first, like, 2.5 minutes, where we're, like, dominating everything, like, we were covering, like, 80% of the map, and then in the last 30 seconds, we got completely turned around, and we instantly lost by a huge margin. Gosh darn it. Alright, it looks about even right now based off that map. Ah, dang it, I didn't throw my curling bomb in time. Yeah, that's definitely our loss. Okay, popular target. Apparently I was splattered the most out of everyone, I guess. Got a catalog level up. Let's see, do I... Yeah, I think I'm going to switch up gear a little bit. Not just the weapon, though. Yeah, I am going to be swapping, and... yeah, I'm going to go with the arrow spray. But also in terms of the clothing, I think I'm going to swap things around. Yeah, I'll go with that. Build up a little bit of stuff. Plus, it has swim speed up as its main, so I guess that works. Alright, plenty of good inking. Sprinkler, and then the Booyah Bomb, which is my most effective weapon. Okay. All good by me. All set up. Let's go. Oh, they have 2 Aerospray MGs. They know how broken it is in Turf Wars. Alright. I keep forgetting to jump there. I need to jump there to make it. Oh, the Booyah Bombs are already flying. Okay, yeah, somebody is trying to quick jump to me. Don't! Hopefully that's... Yeah, thank you. The Sploosh-O-Matic actually came in clutch. Or maybe not. Man, this team is good. Okay, Sprinkler, probably a poor place to put it, but that's fine. I got caught on the thing. Oh, well. Alright, at least I managed to get one of them off. Okay, splatted one, splatted two. Ah, dang it. Got splatted by the end zap. Alright, I'm gonna focus on this section right here while it's still uninked. Oh my gosh, Booyah Bomb almost got me. Just barely out of the AoE. Okay, Booyah Bomb. Booyah! Mech Moon is splatted at apparently. Oh, I guess that first one was probably from the Booyah Bomb I threw earlier. Haha. Gotcha. Alright. Ah, dang it. Didn't get the shield in time. Because when you activate the Booyah Bomb, you actually do get a little bit of a shield, making you less vulnerable to damage. But I guess the shield didn't pop in time. Meaning, specials are not a panic button, in other words. Okay, if they're in danger, that means we're pretty darn close to winning. We just need to keep this up for the last 5 seconds. There we go. That should be our victory because they were in danger. Yep. All right. So does anybody have any more questions for me or anything like that? Because again, I'm just this is basically what I'm just gonna be doing for the next, like, maybe 20 or so minutes. Okay, I gotta stop for a second because I do want to kind of explore Inkopolis real quick. See what I get for my new catalog level ups. Ooh, get some nice gear. Let's see, looks like blindfolds with quick respawn, and then a jacket with ink saver main. Let's see if I can get any new weapons. Because I have 5 tickets to get a new weapon, so might as well see. Let's see, is there anything that I might want to try out? Undercover Brella. That's more of a ranked battle kind of weapon. I need more of a turf war thing if I want to kind of keep this chill. See, S-Blast 92. That's like a super scope. I think this weapon is actually supposed to be pretty good, so I'll give this a shot. Alright, thank you, Sheldon. Okay, weapons, go into the lobby again. Oh, okay, so it's basically similar to the Splatanas, but with, it looks like, yeah, higher range and more damage. Sounds pretty good to me. Heyo, how you doing? It's like just busy. No, that's fine. It's fine. Again, just kind of doing a nice little Q&A while just chilling because today's my birthday, so. So yeah, if you got like questions to ask me about like content or like any questions that you want to ask me about like what I like and all that stuff, just go ahead and ask them. Dang it, we had a disconnect. Oh, yep, there we go. Thankfully, it's not on my end. All right, let's try that again. Pretty ink-hungry weapon, though. That is one thing I didn't really take into account. Thankfully, I have at least one main of ink recovery up. Hmm, 80 damage at the charge. It's actually not bad. Oh, it changes on the range. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, and then the big bubbler is basically just one giant shield that slowly shrinks over time. Okay, so it's the support type. Oh, why must you attack on me? Jeez, I thought I would be spared of that. It's my birthday, man. Okay, guys. Ink the base. Alright. Hey, booyah. Because thankfully one of my guys has booyah bombs. Man, that other team is not even trying it. Considering there's like 3 arrow sprays there, that's kind of shocking. And the last one is basically a splatter shot, which is still a really dang good turfing weapon. I still went down by the reef slider, dang it. And... I didn't get into the swimming position in time, dang it. To make the quick getaway. Okay, I need to be super jumping. Okay, thankfully this guy wasn't in any enemy territory, so let's keep going. Okay. Booyah bomb. Which means I get a little bit of a special charge. Okay, I need to be recharging my ink a little bit more. Thank you, Aerospray, for kind of helping me with getting the ground inked for me. Okay. We're losing big time. We're in danger. Man, I am sucky with this weapon. And again, this is my first time actually using this weapon, so I guess that's to be expected. All right. Okay. Hey, somebody's trying to super jump to me. Put up a little bit of a shield there in case I need to retreat. Okay, at least Splat is someone at the last second. Relatively close, but I think they have it. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where I can basically almost tell at a glance whether or not I lost or won a match. Oh, nice. New ability. Please be something good. Bomb defense up. Bomb defense up. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, it's telling me about this. I could go into a match blind. Alright, yeah, I'll just go with the 10 attack splatter shot. I like this weapon. Nice and balanced, while still having good sub and special. Going all in on balance. Oh, so that's how you do that. There's actually a technique involving bombs where if you let it roll just a little before... where you kind of let it roll instantly, it'll actually explode a lot faster than normal. Making for much faster kills. I just need to aim it a little bit lower to the ground. Again, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on Splatoon. In fact, I've really only played 3 and I only know about the first 2 games' story. But to be fair, I have been with 3 since launch. And I really do mean since launch. Like, I was there for the very first Splatfest thing that they did, where they basically allowed you to play the game for free during its first weekend back in... I think this came out in, like, 2022? Like, it came out around the same time as Xenoblade 3 and Tears of the Kingdom. Ah! Okay. Oh, hey, all this inkable stuff. And nobody's taking advantage of it. Okay, kind of ink things from a distance. Okay, that should be good. Let's move. Actually, I could ink a little bit more. Okay, Booyah Bomb and... a little bit of a twister. Oh, okay. Okay. Bit of a recover. Let's go. Okay. Go. Ugh. Couldn't quite move because I needed to do the booyah for the booyah bomb. Alright. Well, I still got a bit of a lead, and there's only a minute left of the match, so I think we're okay as long as they don't turn it around at the last minute. Alright, somebody's super jumping to me. And... no, you get back over here. You... Hero shot replica. Well, at least I got it down to... oh, wait, no, you weren't a hero shot replica. You were arrow spray. I know, I saw yellow and that's what I thought it was. Okay, we wiped out the other team and... oh, they had it disconnect. That gives us even more of an advantage. Okay. Oh yeah, and throw a bomb at the last minute. Stop. Sunk right into the water. I died for this. I died for this victory. Hard to throw a bomb when you're dead. Oh, maps and modes have been updated. I guess it is now the next hour. Okay, listen up, it's going down. Repping the Splatlands, we are Deep Cuts. Anarchy Splatcast. Alright, so what do we got? Current battle stages. Museum del Alfonso and Mako Mart. And then Clan Blitz for... oh, Splat Zones for Anarchy Battle Open. That actually might be fun. I guess I'll talk to Judd real quick. A super clump. Oh, it's this. Okay. And then Salmon Run is Gone Fishing Hydro Plant. So many good options, actually. Actually, really quickly, I want to see what Grizzco has to offer. Like, what weapons are available for Salmon Run today. See, a Luna Blaster. Those look like dualies, a Brella, and I think that's a charger. Not interested. As much as I would love to shoot up, basically this game's equivalent to zombies, I'm not feeling it. So let's just go back to the lobby, and I guess I'll go ahead and do a few Splat Zones. But first I'm going to change up my equipment, since I am going into ranked battles. Yeah, Squid Satin Jacket, that seems like a good option. And then for weapons, if it's going to be Splat Zones, I'm going to need something that's good at both combat and inking. Yeah, the Gal Deco sounds like a good choice. Because I can just curly bomb to where we need to, and then this will be a good effective weapon while still being able to ink good. Alright, Anarchy Battle open, let's go. Waiting on the matching. About 30 damage from the splash damage. And then 20 by just getting hits. Okay. Alright, man, it's taken a while for this thing to match me with somebody. I just no one from like the C- range right now? On right now or something? There we go, finally. I'm like, there should be someone. Bluefin Depot. Alright, let's see how this goes. Because I haven't done rank matches in a long time. Okay, Curly Bomb over to the Splat Zone. Let's fill it up. Because, yep, Splat Zones is basically capture the flag. Ink up this turf and protect it with your life. Ah, dang it. The enemy is... Oh. Well, okay. Fine, if you don't want me to do that particular match, okay. Okay, quick swim through there. Okay. Again, it's taking a while for this thing to load up. Color wall splash thing. You gotta throw anything else at that. There we go. Different map though. Lemuria Hub. Okay, curling bomb over. Okay, here we go. Let's start inking up. Ink it up, ink it up. Ah, dang it. Okay. Fly! Killer whale! Dodge. Okay. We need control over both if you want to start scoring points. Up! Crap! Yeah, let's fly over. Oh! Well, that didn't work. Okay, okay, over to Squid Face since they're one of the only ones alive right now. Man, I am not picking the right targets for this. Crap, we're gonna lose at this rate. We're gonna lose. Okay, Ah, I am sucking hard today. I'm sucking hard. All right, yeah, let's go. They lost control. Oh, one of them disconnected. Okay, that might give us a little bit of an advantage and a way to push back. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to super jump. I'm going to just go at it slowly. I don't want to jump into the fire. Into the frying pan. Okay, we're in control. We're in control again. Good. Okay, I just need to get rid of the ones that are just on one of our zones. Okay. Okay, we're in control again. Good. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is way more involved and actually kind of more fun than regular Turf Wars. So I feel like I'm a lot more active and I need to be paying closer attention now. I actually kind of like this. Back in control. On. Like, wow, it's actually taken me a while to die there for a second, but it finally happened. Okay. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. They still need to have the control over that for 50 seconds in order to actually start gaining points again. Swoop. I was about to be like, sweet, I splatted someone, but then I got splatted back. Okay. Throw a preemptive curling bomb. How to get rid of any enemies that are nearby. Send out another. Back off a little bit. Cover a little bit of ink. Okay, special. So I can kind of blind them a little bit and get them off. Okay. We're in control again. Good. 50 seconds left on the clock. Unless we can turn it around, I don't think we're going to win, unfortunately. Not at this rate. Ah. Okay. Another curling bomb. I'm out of ink. All right. Okay, I need to not be quite as spam happy with my curling bombs because it's eating my ink up really quickly. Inkline Trislinger. Oh, Stringer. That's Slinger. Another. Ah! Yeah, that's game. We lost. Oh, it did end up being a little closer than I thought it was going to be, considering how the start of the match went. Number 1, Splash Zone Hero. Thankfully, it doesn't affect my rank because, well, I have no rank as of right now. Because, yeah, even if I did play a lot of it and I got to one of the higher ranks, it does refresh and it basically starts you from 0, from the bottom of your rank every once in a while. Like, I think every month or so, I want to say. So regardless, I would have been basically at 0 even if I've been playing a lot of ranked battles before. But I still maintain the same rank. But yeah, I think I'll do like maybe one more match and then I'll just call it good. Again, this is just kind of meant to be a shorter stream, so not too big a deal. Okay, Lumeria Hub again. And plus, I feel like you guys are probably out of questions by this point. You haven't asked me anything in a while. Okay. Curling bomb over. Curly bomb! Oh! Haha, we have the lead now. Oh, crap. Now they're in lead. Oh, that Octobrush, man. Again, ring battles can get really intense. Okay, Booyah Bomb. Back off! Also, ranked battles seem to be the... Also, is probably where we're going to die the most because of just how clustered everybody is together because of how close the objectives are to each other. For instance, in Turf Wars, where it really is just... You're mostly widespread out for most of the match. Man, these guys are good. These guys are good. Okay, throw a screen so to kind of get them away. Okay, we're in control again. Keep it up. Just keep attacking there. That's where our enemy is kind of coming in. Ah! Okay, they have like 40 seconds to get there. And plus they had a disconnect too, so... Actually, wait, that also might affect why I didn't like gain or lose any points during that last match. Disconnects usually get rid of the whole ranking system because the game understands that disconnects are going to happen, so it doesn't try to penalize anybody out of it, other than the people who disconnect, if they're doing it intentionally. To try and farm ranks. Okay, curling bomb. Trying... Okay, another curling bomb. Man, I am sucking at aiming these things. Okay. Thankfully, doing the special instantly refills my ink gauge. Okay, we're in control again. Good. Back off a little bit. Okay. Booyah bomb. Ink it up, ink it up, ink it up. Back in control. Okay. Back into it. See, there's a giant spire that's just kind of roaming around, not going to affect us much because it's nowhere in the pathway of the splat zones. All right, fill that in. Okay, back in control. You're welcome, guys. Okay. Sweet. Inked up. Splatted someone. Okay, as long as we can get the lead back during the last couple of seconds, we should have victory. We should have victory. Oh! No, 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 no! Oh, we lost this one. Darn it, we were doing so good at regaining control, too. Okay, splatted, back in control. Oh, we're in overtime. Okay, as long as we keep... Ah, dang it, we lost. Pretty darn close match, though. I will admit, that was actually a really dang close match. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop. I think that's good. So yeah. I think that'll be about it. So thank you so much for watching. Just as a quick refresher for this week's stream schedule, Wednesday will be more Kingdom Hearts 2. Friday will be Zelda Fridays, but I'll be doing a Ocarina of Time randomizer, and I mean everything will be randomized. Like even if I can get it to where even the loading zones will completely be randomized, I'll do it. And then Saturday will be more Okami. So, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and y'all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.